Good afternoon, everyone. Buenas tardes a todos. Soy David Cintrón. Y antes que nada, quería felicitar a nuestros 6 ganadores y también a los padres, hermanos, a familias extendidas. Gracias a Univision, 21 años, esta beca ha ayudado a tantas familias y ha tenido un impacto muy positivo en nuestra comunidad. Now, ahora voy a mezclar un poquito de inglés y el español, mix it up a little bit, if that's okay. I'm in finance and data analytics for Aaron's for 25 years now. And as Maida knows, I'm a big movie buff, and one of my favorite movies is Field of Dreams. And it came out when I was a kid back in 1989, El Campo de los Sueños. There's a famous line in that film, if you build it, he will come, right? Si lo construyes, él vendrá. The line applies to all of you because of the community that we're building. Momentos como hoy pasan porque esta comunidad aquí crean un ambiente increíble para estos estudiantes. But let's be clear, it's through their effort, their character, and their resilience that they earn this honor. Now, like many of you, I'm a second-generation immigrant. I was born and raised in Atlanta, but my parents came here a year before I was born from Puerto Rico. I grew up trying to fit in very different landscape here back in the 80s. There weren't nearly any Hispanics. And I was trying to, balance school pressures with my family's expectations. Y ahora que yo tengo 3 niñas pequeñas, he estado pensando sobre cosas que me funcionó en mi vida y no me funcionó. But one question I always ask myself, I still do, is why am I me? Right? Why are you you? ¿Por qué yo soy yo? Becoming yourself evolves over time. Around your age especially, you start noticing like what energizes you, what drains you, what captivates you, what doesn't. You learn from that, from your own experiences, and the more experiences you have, the more unique you are because no one else has seen the life that you're living, not your parents, not your siblings, not even your closest friends. Cuantas más experiencias tengas, más único te vuelves. This is a great thing because the goal is not just to be relatable, right? You want to discover how distinct you are. Otra cosa bien importante es crecer con la interacción. Grow through interaction. Experiences shape who you are, but the people around you shape who you are. And this isn't about, choose the right friends, right? But more listen to people's stories. Be curious, ask questions, sé curioso, haga preguntas. Some of the biggest shifts in our perspective come from those unexpected conversations. The people that we didn't expect to talk to face to face. Grow through interaction. ¿Y por qué eso es importante ahora? Porque una vez que sales de la universidad y entras al mundo, el business world, el tipo de persona que está a tu alrededor se pone más limitado. La gente empieza a tener las metas similares y trayectorias similares. So at this juncture in your life, you want to meet as many new people as you can. Join new groups, connect through social media, discover and develop multiple passions, and lean into that. Show up for things, say yes to opportunities. You want to build connections, and then the fun part for me is always building bridges among those connections. Sé ese puente que une a las personas que jamás se habrían encontrado sin ti. So without you, that connection wouldn't have happened. So there's a great example of that in this room, and she's going to speak a little bit later. Merci de Leon, she's here today, and she won this beca a couple years ago, and you can tell she's just fully engaged on social media, on LinkedIn, going to events, being part of leadership groups. Her fingerprints are everywhere. And there's a saying in English, your network is your net worth. Maximizing your professional identity opens doors for opportunities that can change your life. As you're building these connections, though, be mindful of the environment you want around you. Sean conscientes del ambiente que quieren a su alrededor. Environments matter. The energy in a room, the culture of a team, the tone of a group. It all affects you, but then you affect it right back. Sometimes you walk into a space that's, very laid back, and you naturally bring structure, right? Or things are too rigid, and you provide that spark or that energy. You don't have to force anything, but just be the natural influence on that environment, and people will adjust around you. La gente se ajustan a ti. Para mí eso es liderar. That's leading. And I could tell from your essays when we were reading them over at the Univision office that you want to lead and want to make a positive impact. I want to give another shout out. There's a book that you will be receiving a little bit later. It's called The Reta Framework. I have it here. And it's also called Rétate, which means challenge yourself. So it's in English and Spanish. And it's written by Dr. Angie Poggi, who's here with us today. Go ahead and, there she is. And Dr. Poggi, she's a professional mentor who specializes in first-generation experience. And I read this book, it was excellent. It's a super fast read. It gives you real-world strategies on establishing goals and how a person strives to achieve them. It's pretty emotional. She gets into a lot of the barriers that she had to go through. She has that personal touch to the book, so you'll be getting it a little bit later. But one of her major points, and one that we kind of coordinated before this event, and we're on the same page on some of the things that I'm talking about, and it's about the word success. And this is something that took me a while to learn as well, that we should define our own version of success. Define tu propia versión de éxito. La palabra éxito, como la usa la gente allá afuera, en verdad no significa nada para ti, because it's used by the media and what people think it should mean. And a lot of times it's focused on money and power, and there's some bad examples out there that kind of fit this criteria. But in reality, we should just let go of this word altogether. You define success, and by taking control of that word, you take a lot of pressure off yourself as well. Puedes tener metas que realmente te importan a ti, y pueden ser cosas pequeñas, ¿no? Como hacer la cama en la mañana o cocinar una comida. They're daily goals, monthly goals, but make them achievable so that when you reach them, you can move forward to new goals. You grow and succeed at your own pace. I think that it's what's right for you, what fits you. And we all know that you're driven, otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So just wanted to conclude a nuestros estudiantes, hoy es para reconocer que ustedes ya han construido algo. Sus papás han construido algo. Han creado un ambiente y gracias a tus esfuerzos, tu servicio, tu resiliencia, tu corazón, ustedes han puesto los cimientos para seguir construyendo. And going back to the movie Field of Dreams, that line, if you build it, he will come. Si lo construyes, él vendrá. Going forward, you have complete control of building the right environment around yourself and the environment that you want created by you for you with the right habits, the right people, the right values. And then leadership, it just becomes second nature because others will follow you. And then the next generation after that follows you. And like I said, as a dad of that next generation that's coming after you, I'm very happy with the kind of leadership in this room. Okay, so one last thing. Quiero preguntarle a los padres, levántense la mano si alguna vez han aprendido algo de sus hijos. Como, have you learned something from your kids? So this is what I mean. So you're influencing the folks around you more than you probably realize. Even your parents, there's almost like this transition going on where they are learning from you as you learn from them all those years. So we're all proud of you. We believe in you. Be yourself. We can't wait to see what you build next. Thank you.
Muchísimas gracias, David. Espero que este discurso los haya inspirado, porque definitivamente está lleno de muchísimas cosas. Yo voy a tomar un par de cositas que decía David. El entorno importa, muchachos. Yo sé que están en una edad de este crecimiento, donde muchas veces pensamos que quienes nos rodean no importa tanto. Sí importa. Si las personas que están alrededor de ti